it's even more immediate than with a band because you have to think you just live in the second, like and that's the only time that you can really be like that in life. My name's Tyler Keith. I live in Oxford, Mississippi for about the last 30 years. Grew up in Gulf Breeze, Florida, right there, Pensacola area. I learned to play the guitar when I was probably 6 or 7. My dad had a bluegrass band, and I learned a lot of that music as a young kid. And then, that really wasn't that cool at the time. I didn't think. Of course, it was a good bass to learn. You learn a lot of rhythm, alternating bass. I played some stand-up bass back then and some mandolin and stuff. So that was kind of a basis, but that's what I learned on. But it's really come in handy over the years, and you just get a good rhythmic sense from that bass. When I first started writing songs, I did a lot of stuff in 4-track in my home, and I felt like that this was like a space that I needed to keep. I've written some fiction late in the last 6 or 8 years, and a screenplay. I just finished my screenplay. I didn't really get into a band until I came here and met some people. So I was about 19 or something. Coming here, it just felt like a new start, and just like there was a lot of music going on, people playing. There was a lot of art. There was a grocery store on the square, the post office. You could pay your electric bill. You didn't need a car. There was 6 or 8 bars that had live music, and Oxford was a bit weirder. I sort of learned to think for myself, and you have to really. I feel like you need to leave your hometown when you're young, but you have to break away from it, and then once you do that, there's really no going back.
Well, I've almost forgotten where I came from, and all the folks who made me what I am, and the ancient religion that filled my heart with guilt, and their blind, cold love of Uncle Sam. Go back where I had to live for my life to begin. Once you cut those ties to give yourself some freedom, well, you can't go home again. All the trouble I had back in school, trouble I got in downtown, and the fights with my folks, well, that tore us all apart. Well, I knew I had to go, and I remember why I can't go back there. Once you cut those ties to give yourself some freedom, well, you can't go home again. go back there. Well, I had to leave for my life to begin. Yeah, once you cut those ties to give yourself some freedom, well, you know you can't go home again. Sometimes on the road I'll pass by there, and I'll drive right by the exit to my old house, and it makes me feel so down, because I know no one lives there, and I know that I let everybody down. And I remember why I can't go back there. I had to leave for my life to begin. Yeah, once you cut those ties to give yourself some freedom, well, you know you can't go home again. And I remember why I can't go back there. Well, I had to leave for my life to begin. Yeah, once you cut those ties to give yourself some freedom, well, you know you can't go home again. Well, you know you can't go home again. Can't go home. Can't go home, baby.
Thank you. I first went to Mississippi College in Clinton, and there was a place there called the Subway Lounge, and they had great blues there a lot. And I went to a lot of blues festivals as well. The Delta Blues Festival was really big then. You could see just a lot of amazing acts at that time, you know, like Bobby Blue Bland, and a lot of the older people were still playing. And then when I came to Oxford, there was a lot of the hill country blues I started to see, and that really made a huge impact, like R.L. Burnside's and Junior Kimbrough. I never wanted to go too far in the blues and just play it, because I had a certain amount of contempt for what white boy blues, you might call. Like, if you go to a juke joint and someone, I was never going to sit in, you know, and like, hey, let me play, you know, and I always had a reverence for it and really knew I couldn't really do that. So there was a lot of playing house parties, and there was a place called Tal's Dart Bar in Hattiesburg. That and W.C. Don's in Jackson, these were like world famous dumps. I mean, I think W.C. Don's was once named like the world's greatest dump, you know, like some touring punk rock bands would come through, and you know, Memphis, of course, had a lot of punk rock bands. To me, like playing like a packed house show in August where it's just almost unbearably hot and just like jam-packed, and there's no stage, and you're just on eye level with the crowd. That's like, it really doesn't get much better than that for me.
It's called Do It for Johnny. Well, me and Johnny came from the wrong side of town. The socials didn't want no breezes around. Well, we went to the movies just to have some fun. 2 hours later, we was on the run. Well, we wound up in the park in the middle of the night. The socials showed up, they were ready for a fight. Johnny did something to save my life. He killed a kid with a switchblade knife. Oh, when I think about what to do, I think about what Dallas said. Do it for Johnny man. Do it for Johnny man. Well, we went to see Dallas at a roadside saloon. He said, take the train south and I'll see you soon. We holed up in the church for about 2 weeks. Cherry Valleys gave me something to believe. Well, Dallas came down and took us to town. When we came back, the church was burning down. Johnny jumped in just to save some kids. Me and Dallas did too, cause Johnny did. Oh, when I think about what to do, I think about what Dallas said. Do it for Johnny, man. Do it for Johnny, man. To see Johnny in a hospital bed. He was lying upside down, he was nearly dead. I knew he wasn't gonna get very old. He said, pony boy, you gotta stay gold. Oh, when Dallas found out that Johnny died, something went wrong and he lost his mind. Well, he robbed a store and ran downtown. That's when the police shot him down. Oh, when I think about what to do, I think about what Dallas said. Do it for Johnny, man. Do it for Johnny, man. When I think about what to do, I think about what Dallas said. Do it for Johnny, man. Do it for Johnny, man.
I feel like arts has really been important in the Southern identity of the opposing side or whatever, and a lot of weirdness. There's just a lot of Southern weirdness, which is like, important because that's a lot where the artist comes out of. I feel like the outsiders, when you have such diametrically opposed things, I think it really creates a lot of vibrant and important art, you know what I mean?
Sometimes